CBS News did an interesting poll I want to share with everybody here. So first of all, look at views on President Trump. And they broke it down into four categories: believers, conditionals, curious, and resistors. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Believers means we'll never leave him. It's like a fundamentalist religion or cult. Conditionals mean I support him, but only if he does the right thing. Curious means I don't support him, but if he does the right thing, I'll give him credit. Resistors means I'm against him no matter what. So you have believers, 18%. 18% of people view Trump as like a god. Conditionals, 23%. Curious, 18%. Resistors, 41%. So a plurality are resistors. That's the largest category of those four, which is an interesting fact because it shows that there are people who are more and more turning against him as time goes by. But also that believers number, I have to say, it's a scary number because 18% of the country saying no matter what, I'm with him. That's kind of creepy. It's like a giant cult of 18% of Americans. Basically 2 out of 10 Americans are like, yeah, no matter what, I believe him. But that's a little bit lower than I expected. I would have guessed that, maybe it was 20%, maybe 22 or 23% of the country that were going to be, no matter what, he's my demigod and I'm with him. But so those are interesting results on this first part of the poll. Let me show you the next one. Among Americans, 49% believe the U.S. is run for the benefit of a few elites. 28% of people, just 28% of the country, says that the U.S. is run for the people. So half say it's run for elites, only 28% say it's run for the benefit of the people. Oh, man. Damn. That's interesting for a few reasons. I mean, we're told from when we're kids that that's not the case. We're told this is the land of opportunity, there's the American dream, you work hard, you get ahead. Well, now half the country goes, that's bullshit. The United States is run for the benefit of a few elites. Half the country says that. So that's big. But I have to say at the same time, and maybe this is just me being in my own bubble, I'm surprised that's not 80% of the country. Because any look at the reality of the situation and the numbers, for example, it'll show you. Like, for example, Canada now has more social mobility than the United States. And you know what that is? That just means they have more economic mobility. So if you're born poor, you're more likely to become middle class in Canada. If you're born poor, you're more likely to stay poor in America. If you're born middle class, you're more likely to get rich in Canada. So in other words, Canada is beating America on the topic of the American dream. So that's just one fact, but the facts go on and on. The top 1% of the U.S. makes 24% of the income. Top 1% just jacks a quarter of the income in the country. What? So again, massively rigged in favor of the top. People look at the subprime mortgage crisis and the Great Recession. They go, oh, the rich rebounded, the stock market rebounded, wages are fucking stagnant. The minimum wage isn't even a living wage in the U.S. Our unions are in fucking shambles. When there's strong unions, you have a strong middle class. Our unions are at a historic low at the moment. So half the country says the U.S. is basically an oligarchy or a plutocracy. It's run for the rich. But I'm surprised that number's not 80%. They don't feel like their government's representing them by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Congress has like a 14% approval rating. That's unbelievable. And what's supposed to be a constitutional republic and a representative democracy, they go, yeah, our democratic body, Congress, yeah, only 14% of us think they're doing a good job. So everybody knows on some level that this is a corrupted system that's rotting from the inside out. And then finally here, now I'll show you this. Is President Trump working for or against you? Look at this. This is among African Americans. This is funny. For me, 8%. That's so funny. Against me, 67%. Neutral, 25%. It's funny. Only 8% of African Americans. Yeah, he's working for me.
And at the end of 4 years, I guarantee you, that I will get over 95% of the African American vote. I promise you.
8%? That's like Herman Cain, Ben Carson, and their close family, and that's it. That's all there is. Oh, and Omarosa, of course. But didn't they kick Omarosa out? Yeah, Omarosa might not even feel like that anymore. Anyway, there's the state of your country. It was sad before, it's sad now, and it's going to continue being sad until we fight to change it.